Brandon Denning, an associate professor of law at Samford University, states, as recently as a decade ago, legalization of marijuana for both medical and recreational use seemed, forgive me, a pipe dream. Marijuana has been illegal to use, distribute, and possess in the United States since 1970. However, the laws regarding marijuana have slowly been changing over the past 20 years. Marijuana is a drug containing THC, which is known to have effects on the mind and motor functions. For the purpose of this speech, we will use legalization loosely due to marijuana laws varying state to state. Today I will be informing you about the legalization of marijuana and how it has and continues to change the country that we live in. The main points being explored today will be 1. The legalization journey, 2. The positive and negative aspects of legalizing marijuana, and 3. The effect it could have on our economy. Changes started being made to marijuana laws in the 1990s. To paraphrase Johnson and Doonan, who are with Commonwealth of Massachusetts Cannabis Control Center, marijuana has been illegal since 1970 and remains federally illegal, though many states have passed more lenient laws regarding the use and possession of marijuana. The first step in marijuana legalization was to get it legalized for medical use, and in 1996, California became the first state to legalize medicinal marijuana. And in just under 20 years, 20 plus additional states have now legalized medicinal marijuana. Once that was normalized, the second step towards legalization was to attempt to legalize recreational marijuana. Now, in 2014, Colorado became the first state to legalize recreational marijuana. Gathered from information written by an article by Carolyn Lewis, we have 23 states in our country that have legalized medicinal marijuana. 9 states have legalized recreational marijuana, with Illinois becoming the 10th state in January of 2020, which leaves us 17 states that have neither legalized medicinal nor recreational marijuana. And although 17 states seems like a decent amount, that is less than half of the states in our country. So as there may still be some skepticism, it still appears as though a national legalization is on its way. Now, there are many positive and negative aspects in the decision making on whether we continue the legalization process or not. Being able to utilize marijuana to relieve pain and symptoms for people with illnesses has a major positive impact on the idea of legalizing marijuana. Marijuana is also shown to have positive effects on people with mental health disorders, which could aid us in seeing a reduction in the rate of violence in our country. Now, as we decriminalize marijuana, we will see crime rates fall. And with the amount of marijuana-related arrests falling, we will also see a reduction in the population in prison. As there are positive aspects, there are definitely negative aspects. Now, with an increase in marijuana use and normalization, you are also looking at an increase in substance dependency. Safety is also a major issue because with marijuana use being normalized, you're looking at an increase in impaired driving, being high during unsafe times such as labor work, and marijuana use around children or while pregnant. Whether the positive or the negative aspects are the ones that are prevalent in the issue, different questions, problems, and decisions will arise with the continuation of legalization. Now, despite the controversy surrounding the legalization of marijuana, the impact it could have on our economy is something that cannot be ignored. The positive impacts it could have for us would be creating more jobs, creating tax revenue, and the potential of opening up a trade market between the U.S. and other countries that have also legalized marijuana. With an increase in marijuana use due to legalization, you're looking at an increase in the need of crop farmers, positions opening in dispensaries, and the potential of positions for regulatory services. Now, the biggest impact that it will have in our economy is the tax revenue. The ability to regulate and tax marijuana will bring in a large tax revenue for each individual state, which could help aid in their unrelenting debt issues. To paraphrase Carolyn Warwick, consultant at New England Board of Higher Education, Governor Charlie Baker created a spending plan based on a projected $133 million in tax revenue just from recreational marijuana alone. It seems as though marijuana equals money and debt relief for our country, which is its primary appeal. No matter what your viewpoint is on the legalization of marijuana, the rules and circumstances have definitely changed drastically over the years. We have been witnesses to the beginning of the legalization process, starting with medical marijuana, and now we will witness the attempts to continue this process by legalizing recreational marijuana. It can be seen that there are many different impacts that will have on our country, and those effects that we see today and in our near future will either prove to be beneficial in most, if not all, cases, or it will cloud us with even more issues than we had anticipated, leading us straight back into a prohibition. Now, although the nation may soon completely legalize marijuana throughout the entire country, the fights for and against marijuana will never be over.